far. Whether you have just joined or you have been learning with us over the past few weeks, we see your progress and we are rooting for you all the way. Now, we know there's been a bit of silence around the learning management system, and we sincerely apologize for that. But here's the good news. We have an update as regards the learning management system, and it is one you'll love. Some of you may have been onboarded on the previous LMS, but want to ask that you kindly disregard any previous link, platform, or communication concerning that old system. We are officially switching to a new platform that you may be familiar with, Canvas by Instructure. For those new to Canvas, don't worry. A video tutorial will be uploaded to guide you step by step on how to use the platform effectively on our YouTube channel. You will also receive an onboarding email directly from Canvas by Instructure to help you get started. Please follow the instructions in the email and input your details to begin your learning journey on the platform. We are committed to making sure your learning experience is smooth, interactive, and impactful. So please, pay close attention to the announcements coming right after this video for more details. We are so glad to have you with us. Keep going, we've got this. Dear DSA students, we are so excited to be on this journey with you, and we want to say a big well done for your commitment and enthusiasm so far. Whether you have just joined or you have been learning with us over the past few weeks, we see your progress and we are rooting for you all the way. Now, we know there's been a bit of silence around the learning management system, and we sincerely apologize for that. But here's the good news. We have an update as regards the learning management system, and it is one you'll love. Some of you may have been onboarded on the previous LMS, but want to ask that you kindly disregard any previous link, platform, or communication concerning that old system. We are officially switching to a new platform that you may be familiar with, Canvas by Instructure. For those new to Canvas, don't worry. A video tutorial will be uploaded to guide you step by step on how to use the platform effectively on our YouTube channel. You will also receive an onboarding email directly from Canvas by Instructure to help you get started. Please follow the instructions in the email and input your details to begin your learning journey on the platform. We are committed to making sure your learning experience is smooth, interactive, and impactful. So please, pay close attention to the announcements coming right after this video for more details. We are so glad to have you with us. Keep going, we've got this. Dear DSA students, we are so excited to be on this journey with you, and we want to say a big well done for your commitment and enthusiasm so far. Whether you have just joined or you have been learning with us over the past few weeks, we see your progress and we are rooting for you all the way. Now, we know there's been a bit of silence around the learning management system, and we sincerely apologize for that. But here's the good news. We have an update as regards the learning management system, and it is one you'll love. Some of you may have been onboarded on the previous LMS, but want to ask that you kindly disregard any previous link, platform, or communication concerning that old system. We are officially switching to a new platform that you may be familiar with, Canvas by Instructure. For those new to Canvas, don't worry. A video tutorial will be uploaded to guide you step by step on how to use the platform effectively on our YouTube channel. You will also receive an onboarding email directly from Canvas by Instructure to help you get started. Please follow the instructions in the email and input your details to begin your learning journey on the platform. We are committed to making sure your learning experience is smooth, interactive, and impactful. So please, pay close attention to the announcements coming right after this video for more details. We are so glad to have you with us. Keep going, we've got this.
Hello everyone, Good evening. Please confirm you can name in chat box. Good evening, everyone. Confirm if you can hear me in chat box. Okay, I can hear myself. How are we doing? How are we doing? How was your day? How was your weekend? And how is Monday? Good evening. How was your day today? Can you just tell me how your day went? Okay. Alright, let me read what someone said in the comments. Someone said, can I wait that they are cooking? Is it you are cooking? Cannot be gas. Okay, so this night is going to be long. I don't want to waste time. Um, we are looking at email marketing essentials, and I hope you have been getting value and like really been going back to what you've been learning, because one aspect of learning is actually practicing. It's actually going back to the things that you've learned and try to practice it, try to do it. If you have a business or if you have a friend, right now, like everybody is starting a business, right? So you can meet a friend if you don't have one yourself. You can meet a friend with structure, and then you can just from the things that I've been learning, you can start implementing some of the things that you're learning. I know that this is not really gone far, but today we'll be looking at email marketing. And once you understand email marketing, you basically understand 50% of marketing, because a crucial aspect of this digital marketing is email marketing. Email marketing is one of the oldest form of marketing, and I'm sure, like I've told you, I've explained the forms of marketing, right, the channels and things like that. Email marketing is one of those oldest forms of marketing, and it's really interesting. It's my best topic when it comes to marketing. I'm not an SEO specialist, so to say. I'm not. I won't call myself an ad specialist, though I know how to run ads. I'm pretty good at ads, but email marketing, I would say, is one of my specialties. It's one of those things that I've done for a very, very long time. And it's very, very rewarding. I've seen clients generate thousands of dollars from email marketing. Um, it's one of the best forms of marketing, as you'll be learning today. Right. So I'm just giving this preamble to allow some people to join, to allow more people to join before we start this class. All right. So email marketing essentials, right? Email marketing essentials. Let's move right to it. So email marketing is one of the best skills on the internet. So it's one of the best skills when it comes to digital marketing. And if you can email marketing, I'm going to be talking about email marketing and email copywriting. So most times when I say copywriting, just switch it for marketing, because copywriting is essentially the key backbone of marketing. Right. So email marketing or email copywriting is one of the best skills on the internet. In fact, it's the best skill. So every company selling something online should have an email list. And in one of our classes, when we were talking about social media, one of the things I was trying to say was, or I said in that class was that there are two types of audience. There are audience that you own, and there are audience that are not your own. For example, your social media following is not your own. Your social media following is not your own. If you like grow 60,000 followers, grow 1 million followers, the day that Mark will say, I don't like your face, and shuts down your account, you are at his mercy. Right? So it doesn't matter the amount of followers you have grown, the platform can decide to shut down, something can decide to happen, and all those people that you think that you have, that you think are your followers, that you think that they're your fans, they are gone. But if you build an email list, that email list stays with you forever, right? Someone is on your email is someone who has given you their details and their names so that you can contact them later. Right. So any business that is online practically should have an email list that you can always call your own. Can be something that you can call your own. It's called one of the things that they call business assets. Right? Email list can be a business asset. In fact, when you are selling a business and your email list, you can value your email list also. So that's very, very important. So hundreds and thousands of clients and prospective buyers contacts are stored on this email list. So as an email copywriter or an email marketer, you are trusted to send highly effective copies. You are trusted to engage with this email list. And practically you have to do three things. When you're an email marketer, you have three goals, major goals, right? Or like overall, let's say comprehensive goal. When you're an email marketer, your goal is to engage the audience, build relationship and drive conversions. So you need to understand the customer journey, which I have explained, and I've explained the awareness levels of people. There's a customer journey when somebody meets you, right? From being a total stranger, there from being a total stranger, there's a journey you have to take them through till they click the purchase button. Now, for some of your customers, the customer journey might be very quick. For example, if somebody refers you, like some days ago, I referred a friend, right, and he bought immediately from the person I took him to. Right. So that customer journey was very, very fast. But if you are doing core digital marketing, like let's say you're running ads, you're posting online and things like that, it's not everybody that sees you, that are strangers to you, that will buy from you immediately. So there's a journey that they are meant to go undergo. Right. And for most people that's how it is. Before you take a decision, sometimes you have you have seen that thing like 7 times. There's a particular study that Google did, and they ascertained that human beings they are stalkers. Like they stalk they stalk things before they buy. Like they will check on Instagram, they will check on Google, they will go to another platform to go and check, they will go to different places. They stalk things like animals, right, before they make that informed decision. And that's one of those the buyer's journey. So as an email marketer, you're expected to engage with the audience, right? So when somebody joins your email list, they are a total stranger. How do you ensure that you engage them, you warm them up, right? How do you ensure that you build a relationship with them, make them know, like, and trust you? That's the key factor. And then the goal is always to drive conversions. The goal is always to sell. You are worthless to a business owner as a digital marketer if you cannot bring in sales. Right? If they cannot point to this is what you have been doing, this is what I have been doing, and this set of activities that I have done is able to generate small sales, give more visibility, turn more cold audience to warm audience who are potential buyers. Right? So the goal is always to drive conversions. That's very, very important. Now, introducing it to email marketing. So, what is email marketing? Right. So we define what email marketing is, and then what email copywriting is also, because we're going to be looking at these two things together. Now, email marketing is a form of digital marketing that involves sending messages to a target audience to build relationship with subscribers, increase brand awareness, and drive sales and conversions. First of all, it starts with the getting the subscribers. Right. So an email marketer must understand, how do we get the subscribers? Right? How do we now engage them? How do we build a relationship with them? Like, obviously it's through sending them emails, but then what kind of emails are we sending? Are we sending to them? When are we sending those emails to them? At what point do we stop sending emails to them? At what point do we send a promotional email to them? Things like that. So you must understand all of the steps. Now, email copywriting is the act of crafting compelling and attention-grabbing messages that makes your audience want to open, read, and take action. Now, each of these words that I'm putting here, they are there for a reason. Email copywriting is the act of crafting compelling and attention grabbing messages that make your audience want to, number one, is open, number two is read, and number three is take action. We are still going to be looking at these things extensively, these three objectives of an email copywriter. We'll still look at them extensively because every email that you send, every email campaign that you are doing, they have a purpose, right? They have a purpose. Right? A lot of you are still saying good evening. Are we in class? I'm just seeing a lot of good evenings. All right. So here are some reasons why email marketing can be the most effective is the most effective tools is the most effective tool in a business. Number one, people read emails almost every day, right? People read emails almost every people check their emails almost every day. And it's a the email app is it's a factory app. Like when you get your most of you when you get your phone, you already have the email app already on your phone, right? So no matter where you are in the world, if you have a device that's an Android device, you check your emails, right? You check your emails almost every day. But it depends on it because Nigerians I've discovered Nigerians don't really read emails. But like when it comes to um abroad now, like people in United States, Canada, people in the United States, in Canada, in the UK, when I'm running campaigns for them when it comes to email marketing, we're always having like open rate of about 70% compared to Nigerian markets. Nigerian markets, you'll be having open rates of like 30%. If you are really good and your email list quality, you'll be having close to 40-50%. But typically in other developed countries because they take emails seriously and most Nigerians do they actually take emails seriously. People read emails almost every day. And then number two is the best for nurturing and building trust with your audience. And the reason for this is because of the personalization effects. Now if all you do is social media, what happens is that on social media there's a lot of noise on social media. It's easy to leave your email. It's easy to leave your post with just one swipe, right? The noise on social media it makes it hard to grab people's attention, to be able to say, okay, oh, let's do this for them and let's do and there's a lot of distraction, there's a lot of noise out there that makes it hard to sell on social media. Like it does a lot of noise. But with an email list, you're able to personalize. When somebody starts reading your email, if you are a good email copywriter, you should be because it's just text, right? It's just text. So it's very, very easy to grab someone's attention and make them read your email. So that's important to know. Right. So safer to have an email list than mainstream social media. And mainstream social media is volatile. And this is what I've explained in the beginning that mainstream social media is volatile. For example, it was Twitter before it became X. I'm sure a lot of people like Twitter died in some ways because of this change and everything. And people who could not keep up with the new changes, they had to shrink a bit. Same thing with Instagram. Every day there's a new feature. There's something new on Instagram. Every day there's something new on Instagram. Then there's something that they are boosting, and then your algorithm is always sometimes is like it takes a day off, sometimes it takes a day on, and everything. So social media, there's a lot of volatility when it comes to social media. But with email lists, like so far you have your email list, whatever email marketing platform that you're using or email marketing service platform that you're using, it doesn't matter, right? So far you have that email list. So that's very important. It's important to note also. Then selling directly to your audience, you're able to personalize. You're able to say something like, "Hello David, hello Jackson, hello Abraham. Like how are you doing?" So you're able to personalize with emails, especially like you're also able to sell in bulk. Like you can send sell an email. You can send an email to a list of 12,000 people at the same time and personalize all their names, right? You can do all of that. So still look at email marketing platforms later, and I'll show you some. I'll play with some with you. You also open your own email marketing platform. Possibly some of you through this class, you can become email marketers yourself and start having your own email list. But yeah, you can sell directly with emails. It helps you to sell directly. Then also it's easy to follow and record metrics. It's very, very easy to record metrics with email marketing. You know your open rate. You can know the people that you can know your delivery rate. For example, if you post something on Instagram now or LinkedIn or any platform, they don't show your post to your entire followers, right? They don't show your post to your entire followers. Like when you post something on Instagram now, they probably show it to like 5 people first and see how those 5 people react. Then if they react well, and they will now boost it to another 10 people. Then if they react well again, they will now boost it. That's that alone kills conversions. Yeah. But with an email list, if you send to 12,000 people, you can be able to see how many emails got delivered. And if your email list is LD, if you have an LD email list, we're also going to look at how to build an LD email list. But if your email list is LD, if you send 12,000 emails, it will deliver to 12,000 people. Right? So there's no let me wait for maybe if 5 people like it. And there's a way some business owners do it. When they post, they will go and call all their friends to engage. Please engage in my post, please engage in my post, look for engagement. But if with emails, you're able to sell directly, you're able to follow the metrics and say, okay, this 12,000 got delivered. These are the numbers of people that opened my emails. These are the numbers of people that clicked on the link in my email. Like you can measure most of those metrics by yourself, which is awesome, which is super awesome. And then so again, sorry. Again, so here are some reasons why email marketing can be most effective. Again, not all potential customers are on social media. You have a wider reach with emails. So not everybody, somebody like me, the only thing I go to do on Instagram most times because most people find social media to be very, very addictive. For example, for me, it's very if I have Instagram on my phone or if I have TikTok on my phone, I can just be scrolling on TikTok for a very long time. So that I am productive, I barely stay on social media. I try as much as possible not to stay on social media and just my limit my usage of social media. But then I ensure that I post, do the normal thing that I need to do. When I post, reply to comments, reply to some DMs, and then from there it's my email list. I'm always in my email list. Like okay, I'm reading things that are like newsletters that are in my email list because it's less addictive. Reading is less addictive than watching videos, right? So not everybody not everybody are on social media, but everybody that has a phone, everybody that has an internet enabled phone has an email. Anybody that has an internet enabled phone has an email. So that's very, very important to note, right? And then repeat contact. Now, this repeat contact, I'm not sure if I should explain it now, but it increases the the lifetime value of a client of a subscribe of a client. Yes. So lifetime value means that the amount of value you're able to extract from a particular person in the person's lifetime of staying in your contacts. I hope you understand that. That's called lifetime value. So let's say, for example, somebody joins my email list and I sell something to them, right? And they buy that thing, right? Let's say I sell something of $3 or $7 to them and they buy that thing. That same person, I can still create another product and sell again to that person, right? I can create another product and keep selling to that person again and again. So one thing I used to do my clients also is to have a buyers list because buyers are the ones that buy the most. Anybody that buys things, anything from you, they are more likely to buy again, right? Because once you start selling something and people are really enjoying what you're selling, they are likely to keep buying. Because once somebody can buy from you, that means they trust you. So it's easy for the person to buy again. Right? So what email does is that it increases the lifetime value of a particular client. Right? So when somebody buys for you, can always sell to them, you can always go back to sell to them again and always sell to them again. And you can build that relationship with that buyer's list. Right? So it's very, very important. So it gives you repeat contacts, it gives you repeat clients as it were, right? And again, larger ROI, so larger returns on investment. For most times, when we want to build an email list, we do it through email marketing campaigns. And how we do it through email marketing campaigns is that we we run ads, right? We run ads, and then when we run ads, right, and somebody joins our subscribers list. Let's say we are spending $2 per lead that we get into our email list, right? And at the back end, you are selling a $24 product to them. That's an increased ROI already, right? So people subscribe and we sell a $24 product to them, and they are buying that $24 product, right? So it helps you to increase your ROI, and also the concept of the lifetime value of a client also just increases your ROI. So you can spend $1,000 on building an email list today. If you have the right offers, you have the right structures for selling, you can always like times 10 that amount that you have spent on building that email list. And it's not the same thing with Facebook, right? It's not the same thing with Facebook. Like you can build your followers on Facebook today. Like I'll build your followers on Facebook today. The day that Facebook shuts down, that's it. That's it for you, right? So it is important to have this in mind, and that it helps you to increase your ROI. Okay. Um, So some of the frequently asked questions is that what are the best practices in email marketing? What are the best practices in email marketing? We'll go from like I'll just explain some of these things to you, best practices, some small things, and then we'll look at like more advanced stuff later. So number one is that you need to be truthful. You need to be truthful. One thing I hate about marketing, I hate marketers that lie. And there's this misconception that marketers are liars, like copywriters are liars, they exaggerate things. But there's a way to do ethical marketing. For example, when I'm working with my clients, I don't do anything like all this false scarcity. I don't know if any of you have seen those things happen online before, like something that we are closing this discount by we're closing this discount by 12 midnight. So but after 12 midnight, they will still open the discount though. Like for 2 weeks, the discount will still be open. That's like false urgency, and then false scarcity. People that say only five left, but the five no they finish. Like they will just be saying sold out, sold out, sold out, five left. It's always five left. So as much as possible, I try to do ethical marketing. Like if it's there, it's there, right? If it's there, it's there. If it's five that is left, it's truly five that is left, right? So once you sell that five, you close it, right? So as much as possible, you be truthful, be do ethical marketing, right? And why this is good is that it differentiates you from other forms of marketer. When 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 your when your yes is yes and your nay is nay. Like when I'm doing a webinar and I say there will be no recording, I really mean that there will be no recording, right? So there's nothing that you do like that will make me give you a recording, right? So just let your yes be yes and let your name be name, because people are watching, people are seeing you, people are seeing how you do business. And then if every time, you want to do discounts, like every of your birthday, you're doing discounts, and then the reason for the discounts is because of your birthday, but we know that you're not making sales. We just want to do birthday discounts. So try to do ethical marketing as much as possible and give people always a reason why you're doing some discount, or why you're introducing some scarcity or some urgency. So that's very, very important. So be truthful, be honest, right? And be a Christian, right? Like really or have values and uphold those values. Very, very important. Then quality leads from the start. Quality leads from the start. Now here is where a lot of people miss it. Buying email lists. If you are buying followers here and you are buying email lists, see those things are what we call tactics. And you need to understand the difference between tactics and strategies. Now strategies are long-term plan, right? And strategy, I think I've defined strategy here is that anything that you do or the sum of activities that you do to take it from point A to point B or to point C or to point Z is a strategy. Now, tactics are small, small things that gives immediate results, gives immediate dopamine. Now, you can be happy buying an email list, and then you buy an email list and you have 1,000 email lists that you think that you can message. Those people don't know you from Adam, right? They don't know you from anywhere, and then you start sending them emails. Now, you are most likely to get blocked, right? Because most of the people online, or most of the people that call themselves digital marketer, don't know anything about digital marketing, and then they don't even know anything about copywriting, and then start sending emails, and there is like 99% chance that you're going to get blocked. And once you start getting blocked and people start reporting you, there's something called email deliverability, which you're going to look at. There's something called email deliverability and reputation. So your sender's reputation gets bad. And what happens when your sender's reputation gets bad is that your email start landing in the spam folder. And once your email start landing in the spam folder, you don't um, you don't have once your email starts landing in the spam folder, that means people are no more seeing your email, right? And that's bad for you as an email marketer. So as much as possible, try avoiding buying followers or buying subscribers. Build your subscribers. Let them know you. Why email marketers that do this that build their subscribers the right way will always succeed is because I'm not I do not just go and take your email list and send you messages out of the blue, right? You actually gave me your email, right? And this is one of the things that we're going to look at also, how to actually build your email list. You don't need to buy email list, guys. You don't need to do the work and build your email list, gain their trust, and then sell to them. It's very, very important. Right. So use a platform you are familiar with. So again, this is very, very important. So we'll also be looking at platforms, but there are different email marketing platforms out there. We will not be able to touch every all of those things. But when I say email marketing platforms, there are email marketing platforms that allow you to actually do these emails in bulk. All these personalizations, they are email marketing platforms that help you do them. Part of them is email I'm sure a lot of us have read about email before. Um, email is one. Email is one. So email. How many people knows email because email was one popular one at one time. Email there is Flowdex, there is Active Campaigns, there is OmniSend, there are so many email marketing platforms out there, right? There are so many email marketing. How many of us know any of this? Okay, yeah, Mailchimp, yeah. There's Active Campaign also. There's Flowdex. There's so many email marketing platforms. Then there's Get Response. Yes, yes. There's Zoo campaigns also. there's Brevo, yeah, yeah. So there's Miller Lite, there's Axe Campaign, there's Clivio, there's Omnisend, there's HubSpot, things like this, right? These are email marketing platforms. What these email marketing platforms help you to do is to manage your email list, right? So that's where you can host your email list on. You can host your email list there. You can send emails in bulk, right? You can send emails in bulk with those softwares and things like that. So yeah, these are marketing um, email marketing um, platforms. Now, it's very, very important that you understand your business, right? So for most people, they why is my screen like this now? I'm just going to stop sharing and start sharing again. Okay. Can you guys see my screen now? Yeah. Okay. So it's very, very important that you understand the platform that you're using and it's something that you can use, right? So most people, rather, most digital marketers, they try to want to play with software, but I'm always for simplicity, right? So go for simplicity. For me, I use Flowdex because it's very, very simple and so minimalistic, right? I don't like to complicate things. So always go for simplicity and then go for what your business needs. For example, Flowdex might not be, if you are running an e-commerce business, Flowdex might not be the best for you to use. Omnisend might be better, or Active Campaign, or Get Response, right? But just understand like what is the best email marketing platform for different businesses, right? So for coaches, the kind of industry that I operate in, Flowdex is perfect, right? For if you're a coach, you're selling information products, or you're just selling like digital products, or you just want to build like an email newsletters and things like that. There are different things that you must look at when you want to pick an email marketing platforms. When you want to pick an email marketing platform, there's the price, right? The price of the email marketing platform is very, very important because most of these people they charge in dollars. Right? There are email marketing platforms also in Nigeria that they charge in naira, but I don't know. Trust in them is I don't know. So you can look at the price, then look at the kind of business you want to run, the kind of things that you want to set, the automations, the newsletters, like look at what you want to do with it, right? And then look at your efficiency of actually navigating that particular email marketing platform. So that's one of the key things that you must look into. And also, so personalized emails, right? So personalized emails. Now, I've explained this thing before, but I'll explain it again. One of the advantage that this email marketing helps with is that you are able to personalize what you're sending. I'm able to say, "Hey, Faith." I'm able to say, "Hey, Chris." But beyond just personalizing the name, right? Because most people get excited about just that fact that I can see somebody's name in the email, but the content itself must be like you're speaking to that person, must be like you're speaking directly to that person. And so you want to use like the kind of tone that you use when you're talking to a friend. Like your writing must be so smooth, they feel like you're talking to them. So that's another personalization thing that email marketers and copywriters must understand that it's not just it goes beyond the fact that you can mention the person's name because a lot of people can do that and a lot of email marketers are already doing that. But how are you writing your emails? Are they connecting? Are they do they resonate with people? Right? Are people feeling what you're saying? Are people really really reading it and they're like, yes, this is me. You're talking to me. Right? So that's very, very important as an email marketer. And then also offer value, right? Value, 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 value first before you sell. Right? A lot of people like jumping straight to sales. There is nothing bad in jumping straight. There's a time, there are kind of offers that you can sell just to give somebody a quick win, right? To cold audience. But then if you want to make money, there are different layers to this. There are customers who are different awareness level, and we've already treated awareness level before, so I'll not go right again. Right. So you need to understand the customers awareness level, your customers awareness level. You need to understand that there are different customers that are coming to your business at different awareness level, and then you must meet them at that awareness level. You must ensure that you're speaking to them at that awareness level. So for somebody who does not even know that they have a problem, or and they are not aware that you have a solution, they are the kind of contents that you have to give to them, and which is to offer value. Teach them something, give them something inspirational and things like that. So that's very, very important also. Then segmentation. One thing that email marketing also helps with, which is a core one, is being able to segment. Is being able to segment your audience. And what do I mean by segmenting? What social media does is that, like today, let's say you're selling bags and you're selling wristwatches. If you post like something about bags, all your audience will see it. Both people that are not interested, like not all your audience, but like let's say it goes viral and things like that. Both people that are not interested in bags and they are not interested in anything they are selling, they will see that thing that you posted, right? And then let's say tomorrow you post wristwatch. Most people that are interested in wristwatch and people that are not interested in wristwatch, they will see that wristwatch. But with email segmentation, you can segment your list to be like, okay, these are the people that are interested in bags. So those people that are interested in bags, we send them emails specifically selling bags, and then these are the you have another list or another segment that their interest is in wristwatches, and those people you can send emails specifically selling wristwatches to them. So you're able to segment your audience. You're able to segment your audience in a way that you are sending them personalized message. So somebody that is interested in wristwatches, you don't send them messages telling them to buy bags, right? And even if you are sending them, you will know how to coin it in a way that, okay, I know this person is interested in wristwatch, but like I can coin it in a way that to tell them that, oh, since you're interested in wristwatch, this is a bag that will match that wristwatch that you're interested in. So segmentation helps you to be able to tear your audience apart, right? And help you to know the kind of messages you send to these people, the kind of messages you send, like what can we promote to this person, right? What can we not promote to this person? So that's what segmentation helps with. We're going to go into full practical. I'll show you some examples. Let me even see if I can show you some examples with a client email list. Just going to open it on my desktop. I'll show you an example. Give me a moment. Let me see if there are questions here. Of course, we're going to look at, we're already looking at email marketing in this class. So, for example, you can see my screen. You see the segments that are in for this client. So we have people who registered for a webinar here, 76 people. We have people who registered for another webinar here. So we are able to segment these people so that if you want to send something related to maybe labor relations now, you can send to people who have registered for labor relations particularly. If you want to send to people who are interested in employment and compliance law, you can send them emails specific to compliance law, right? So we're not like sending everybody, or we're not just showing everybody, and that's what this email segmentation helps with. So you understand different people that you're sending emails to. So this is an example of segmentation that I was talking about, right? So we'll go into more details with this, so you understand how it's been done. Okay, I'm just going to share again. No, Fludex not for free. But Fludex is like 47. It's like 47. It's like $47, I guess. I'm not sure. 37 $47, depending, right? But try go for a cheaper email service provider if you don't have the money, right? Or if you are working for a client just sort that out. Right? So if you want your screen to be clearer, practically just increase your YouTube quality. Because you're on YouTube, go to just tap on the video. You see a gear icon on at the top of the screen. Tap it and then just switch to higher resolution. So you can see that at an higher resolution. All right. So segmentation is important, and then let's move. So email cleansing. So email cleansing is you filtering your email lists, right? Because not everybody who signs up into your email list are always serious and are always serious buyers. So you filtering your email list is very, very important, and that's what we call cleansing. So from time to time, for me, what I do for my clients is to go into their email list and then look at people who have not been engaging, who have not been opening our emails. And what I do is just I re-engage them with a sequence. I'm going to explain what a sequence is, an email sequence, email automation. I think I explained it in this class. Was it this class? I'm not sure. But email automation and sequences are just a set of emails that you send for a particular action, right? Yeah, for a particular action to be taken. For example, there is what we call the welcome sequence or welcome automation. Welcome sequence is set when somebody subscribes to your email list. A welcome sequence is meant to be triggered. It's either called sequence or automation. Different email marketing softwares, they have different names for it. So on Flowdex, it's called automation. Maybe if you go to another email marketing platform now, you see sequence. It's just the same thing. So I don't know if any of you have joined any email list and you notice that for like the next 12 days, the person was just sending you emails. It's not like the person sat down and was typing those emails and I was sending it to you every day. It was like it's an automation, it's an automated sequence. The person has already set there that wants to join their email list or wants to get a free lead magnet for the next 7 days or for the next 12 days. Some people they set a sequence for 14 days. Some people they set a sequence for 30 days. You will just be receiving emails every day back to back, right? So that's what they call sequence. They are promotional sequence. Promotional sequence are set when okay, we want to promote something or want to launch a new product, then we set a promotional sequence, maybe 14 days for promotional sequence. And we start sending those promotional sequences. You now be seeing 3 days to go, 4 days to 2 days to go, 24 hours to go, six hours to go, things like that. These are what we call promotional sequence. There is indoctrination sequence. Indoctrination sequence is practically um, telling you our brand story, trying to indoctrinate you, like the term indoctrinating. Indoctrinating is um um giving you giving you our brand identity, telling you exactly what we are, what we can do for you, what we are doing for people, and trying to buy you into our idea, trying to buy you into the vision, trying to buy you into what we are doing. So that's an indoctrination sequence. There's also an unsubscribe sequence. An unsubscribe sequence is like maybe when somebody wants to subscribe from your link, you can get like a set of emails that gets triggered and say, yeah, why are you unsubscribing? Is it that like you don't enjoy our content or something like that? Do you want to join another email or other people's content. These are the people that you can join if you things like that. So there are different types of sequences. We'll be looking at them very very soon. Maybe not in this class, maybe next class. If you can look at them in this class, also that will be good. We'll have a lot to cover. So email cleansing is simply just going through your email list, ensuring that people who like because they are on this online space, there are people who are there to spoil your business. Like their work is to ensure that they spoil your business. So like if they might register into your or subscribe into your email list with like a wrong email. The people intentionally put wrong email. Like they just want to spoil your standard reputation or something like that. So you must ensure that you are doing email cleansing. You must ensure that you are doing email cleansing periodically so that you can remove those set of people, right? So wrong email lists, people who are not being engaged, who are not opening your emails, you can you can send like another can give them another like value educational sequence just to send to them and tell them that in case they are not interested again, they can unsubscribe and things like that. So sometimes sef, you can even tell people to unsubscribe. Like if you are not getting value, like unsubscribe, because most of these email marketing platforms they charge you based on your number of subscribers, right? So you want to ensure that every subscriber that you have, every subscriber that is on your email list, they are buyers or they are people who are potentially buyers and they're actually getting value. So how can you do email cleansing? Once you have your email marketing platform, there's a place that you see you can delete people's contacts, right? So it's just basically deleting people's contacts, removing people, right? There are two ways to remove people from your contacts. There are two ways to lose contacts. So there are two ways to lose people from contacts. Number one is that they can subscribe, and number two is that you can delete them, you can remove them. So, so that's what simply is email cleansing. Because there's some people that just register with a dummy email. They don't plan to open your email or anything. Just register with a dummy email. So you must email cleansing will allow you to check the metrics and say, okay, this person since the person has registered, the person has not checked my email, right? So you can remove the person from your email list. That's very, very important. And then indoctrination. So it's one of the best practices. And I think I've touched about indoctrination. Indoctrination is just um, selling people the vision, telling people what you are doing, so they understand what your email list is about, right? Is indoctrination also can be like a form of welcome sequence, right? And be in form of a welcome sequence. And when somebody joins your email list, let them know exactly what you stand for, your principles, things that you do. You should be clear what they are doing on your email list and what they should expect from your email list. And that's what we call indoctrination. That's also important. Then also right frequency. So there's the issue of when to post online, how to post online, the time that you should post online, and all of those things. Same thing goes for email too, because most people don't understand is that email too has an algorithm. There are times that your email subscribers will most likely open your email. So you must ascertain that by continuous testing, right? You must ascertain this by continuous testing. And I have an opinion about this social media posting. Like when to post, like some people will tell you that is by 8 that you must post. Or if you don't post by 8, your content won't perform. But actually, in the real sense, it's the people that are viewing your content that decides what when they watch it, right? So you just know exactly when your audience come online, right? And you can do this by just doing a lot of testing. So what is the right frequency? You must understand that the right frequency for your email is. So if you want to be sending one email every day, or you want to be sending 2 emails per week, or things like that, and then exactly what you're sending in that email is also very important. And then audience research and awareness level. I've explained this awareness level 3 times, right? So I might not need to go over it again. So awareness level, I hope you guys have gone to. I hope you guys have gone to. You've gone to research about this awareness level, because I think I told you guys 3 levels of awareness that day, and I'm sure that there are more levels of awareness. Like let's say like 5 levels of awareness. I'm sure you guys have gone to watch more videos on it to understand the awareness level, right? And then there is also another best practice also is to write to the client's tone and style. So you must write with a tone. And like one thing that is missing with a lot of copywriters, I was telling one of some of my students, copywriting students, and I was telling them that a lot of copywriters cannot beat their chests and say they can write more than AI. Like the only way I will place you is if you're average. Like because AI is even better than the average copywriter right now. And what makes the there's just a thin line between an average copywriter and an above average copywriter. It's just a very very thin line, even with marketing also. It's just a very very thin line between an average marketer and an above average marketer. It's a very 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 thin line, and the thin line most times is the personality that you add to your marketing, the personality, the tone, the style that you add to your marketing. People vibe with your style. People vibe with your personality. Like if you see like you see people that are really doing well online, people that are doing well on social media, you see that they are not average, they're not the regular. Like there's always this personality to them. Say that some of them act mad, like and that's their usual style. Like just their style, acting like a mad person. Or some they are very, very, very gentle or something like that, the way they talk. Or some it's just the way they carry themselves. Right. So there's a lot of personality that goes into making your business succeed. So like one of those thin lines between an average and a good copywriter is just that infusion of personality with the knowledge of sales. It's just that, and it's just basic. Like I should not be reading your emails. I should not be reading your copy, and it's just sounding like what AI can generate for me. And this is one of the things that I'll be looking out for in your project. The way you write, I'll specifically be looking out for you when you're presenting. If your copy is not, if you are not as good as AI, zero, right? So it's very, very important that you must understand how to infuse the client's tone, how to infuse your tone, how to infuse your style. So you must have like every client that I work with, we have what we call like a brand Bible. And in the brand Bible, what we list there is their tone, the kind of words that we use, the specific words that we use, the specific slangs that we use, the language of our audience and everything. So we know like our audience can practically associate us with some words. Like when they hear a electric community, like they already know that once they hear a electric or they hear electric, know that this kind of brand that sounds this way, right? So we must be able to associate you with some style, like this is your style of writing. For some people, it's the way they write their headlines, it's the way they write their content, or things like that. So tone and style is very very important. Now let's go to email marketing, email terminologies that you must know. Are you getting value so far? Just drop value if you are getting value so far. We'll soon be going to get our attendance. I think that I'm just going to pause here to 8. I'm going to use 5 minutes to answer questions. I'm going to the comments now. If you have any questions so far, ask a question. If you are getting value, just drop value. So what is the maximum number of subscribers on a platform? So for Flowdex, why I love Flowdex, why I like using Flowdex for my clients, because number one, in my industry, being a coach is like kind of the best, and money, and in terms of money, it's like the cheapest, right? So it's $47, and you have unlimited email lists, like practically unlimited email lists. You can have 50,000 emails, right? So far, like the highest list that I've controlled is like maybe I think the highest list that I've managed is like 20,000, and it was on Flowdex, and it's still the same for $7. But there are some email marketing platforms that for every 1,000 subscribers that you acquire, you're going to pay an extra, something like that. But really, when it comes to email marketing platforms, you just need to study the email marketing platform that you want to use, because different email marketing platforms with their different rules, their pricing and things like that. This is business for some people, so you just need to go and research about it. Guys, do you have any question? Exactly, a lot. The Alpha Boss. There's one particular brand, Career Body. Like I know their email when I see it. Like the way they infuse their brand into it, their personality. Their newsletters are always enjoyable. Like the I don't know the guy that writes their newsletters, but when I'm reading their newsletter, it's like it's talking to me. Like I'm feeling the gist. Like it's gisting with me, and it's very always very interesting. It's just personality. Difference in an average copywriter and a above average copywriter. It's just personality in their emails. Just the tone, how they talk. Very important. Any questions? Questions? Don't learn the theory first. Indeed, fitness before we go to practical. At least you learn the theory, you see how it is first. Okay. Indeed, fitness. Hold on. You can There are actually free email marketing platforms. The one I'm using now is Omnisend, and it's free. I think you can send 500 emails in a month, and it's free, right? And they give you like monthly credits or so. Mm, how do you build your subscribers? So we'll still look at opt-ins, creating opt-in page. I think in one of our first class, like I've taught you guys how to create an opt-in page. An opt-in page is a page that collects emails and names or whatever question you want them to answer. And I think I've taught you in our first class. We've covered that even. So you can go back to some of the lectures. Somebody said we've not included CRM, troubleshooting, and Zendex. Okay, noted. Yes, Omnisend. So one thing about CRM is that CRM is practically sales, right? Sales and like management, clients management. Yeah. So not sure that will be included in your curriculum. All right. So we'll look into it. I said that. Maybe it's just Amos that said that. Okay, guys, we'll be going for your attendance soon, and then we'll come back. We'll come back to this. part. CRM is a customer relationship management system. Okay. Okay. See you in 5 minutes, guys. Hi guys. Okay, welcome back. Okay. Yeah. So email terminologies that you should know. Okay. These are practically like things that you need to know about email marketing. For you to be called like an email marketer. And then why I'm sharing this is because um first of all, I want to take it from the basics so you understand everything. And also, most of you get on interviews, and then when like your interviewer is calling some things, or you're in a room of marketers, you will also be able to understand some of the things that have been said. Right. So these are simple terminologies that you should know. There are more, but at least know these ones to start. Now, number one is subscriber. So who is a subscriber? A subscriber is a person or an individual who voluntarily opts to receive emails from you or a particular person, could be your client, and they've shown interest they've shown interest by dropping their email. So I think I defined a lead also in one of our classes, and I said a lead is somebody who has shown interest in what you have by dropping their email and dropping their email and their names or any information that you ask from them. Right. So basically, a subscriber is that lead, right? That picks up um, anything from freebie, or you just calling out to say join our community, join this email newsletter. So once they've shown interest in joining your email list and they give you any of their details, they are called a subscriber, right? And then there's an opt-in form. We did this practically. We created I went to WordPress, created a practical form in one of our classes. So people are saying practical. We've already started this practical in one of our first classes. I think it was the second class or the third class that we created this opt-in form. I taught you guys how to create an opt-in an opt-in landing page, right, on WordPress, right, and we built that together. And I even give you guys an assignment that was not meant to be submitted. So an opt-in form is just an online form that allows individuals to express their consent to receive emails by providing their email address or other relevant information. Now, other relevant information could be that it could be their phone number. Like you can request for their phone number. You can request for where they live. You can request for there are more information. But when it comes to opt-in page, the standard of an opt-in page is just your first name and then your email, right? But now you can include numbers of the phone numbers. Um, that's possible but for me, most times when it comes to marketing, I used to advise people that just email and email, phone number and name is perfect, right? Because most times when you start asking more questions, people then start feeling disinterested or less interested in getting into your opt-in form. So it kind of slows down your it increases your cost per lead, rather. It increases your cost per lead that way. Then there's also opt out and unsubscribe. So opt out means that refers to the process through which a recipient of an email communications chooses to no longer receive further emails from you, right? So it typically involves someone clicking an unsubscribe link provided in the email, right, which removes the subscriber's email address from your emailing list. Now, one thing you must understand is that every email marketing platform, they always have this option that tells people to unsubscribe from your list. It's a standard, right? It's a standard because for every email marketing platform to function, there are certain documents that they've signed, like even related to like governments, right? So they've signed there are certain regulations that guides all of this messaging, like all these online messages. There are certain regulations that guide them, and so it's compulsory that for every email they are sending, there's an option to subscribe. Right? So what we're doing is that we want to give them a choice that, see, there's an option to you are receiving this email by choice, right? You signed up, and then if you want to subscribe, anytime you can subscribe. Right? So there's always an unsubscribe choice in every email. Right? Any marketer that hides it can be sued, and then you can get money, good money. Right? So something like this, like the example I kept here from someone that I've subscribed to their list, talents.com. Say you are receiving this email because you express interest in subscribing to talents.com's job alert system. You can manage your alerts or unsubscribe anytime, right? So this unsubscribe is always there, right? And then there's also open rate. So open rate, when we talk about open rate is a metric that measures the percentage. Just give me a moment. Mm. So open rate is the metric that measures the percentage of recipients who open and view an email among the number of emails delivered. So there are three metrics that are important in every email service provider that you're using. There are three metrics. There are three metrics that are important in every email service provider you're using. Number one is the open rate. Number one is the delivery rate, and number three, which are going to look at later, which is the click through rate. So open rate measures like when how many people actually opened your email, right? How many people actually open your email. So there's also delivery rate. Delivery rate is how many emails got delivered, right? And the open rate is how many emails got opened. We're still going to look at all of these things in total sometime in the future. And then there's what we call the click-through rate. The click-through rate. So click-through rate is a metric that measures the percentage of recipients who click on a link within an email to visit a specific web page or perform a desired action. It indicates the effectiveness of the email in driving engagement and encouraging recipients to take further action. I'm going to show you some practical examples very soon, right? Like all of this. I'm going to show you some examples, right? So just be following. Okay, and then there is something called conversion rate, which is one of the most important metrics for you as an email marketer or an email copywriter. The conversion rate. So when somebody asks, so what is the conversion rate of this campaign that you ran? What is the conversion rate? Can we say, okay, the conversion rate was about 30% conversion rate or 20% conversion rate? That means we add this total number of people subscribe, and from people that subscribe, we're able to get 30% conversion. Our open rate was about 70 to 80%. We had 99.9% delivery rate. We had our click-through rate was averaging 36% to 40%. Like, so all of these things, it's maths, but yeah, it's one thing that you must do. You must be able to understand some people's conversions. Like for me now, every of my clients, once I run like 3 months campaign with them, I already know their conversion rate. Like anytime we do webinar, we used to have 6% conversion. And our emails, this is conversions that we used to have. So you must be able to say those numbers out. Because when you are giving your reports, those are the things that makes you these analytical things. It makes you more professional when you are putting in the numbers. And this is what we have done today. This is conversion rate and things like that. So conversion rate measures the percentage of recipients who complete a desired action, such as making a purchase, filling out a form, or signing up for a service after interacting with an email. It helps assess the effectiveness of an email campaign in achieving specific goals. And then let's go to split testing. So split testing is also known as A or B testing. I don't know if how many of us have heard about A or B testing. Something that you must have heard about. It's in advertisements. A or B testing is you just testing two things and see which one works. right? Seeing which one works. So it's the method of comparing two or more different versions of an email to determine which one performs better in terms of open rates, click-through rates, conversion rates, or other desired metrics. Involved. It involves sending different versions to a subset of recipients and analyzing the results to make informed decisions. So basically, it's just testing different versions. So, for example, how I used to do A or B testing very well is that when we send an email, we'll send the same email with a different headline. So we'll see if the open rate changes, because what actually affects your open rates the most is your subject line. That's your headline, the subject line of your email. Right. So we'll do split test of the subject line. First do split test of the subject line. Then we can do split test of the hook in the email. Or we can do split text with, we'll send one email without an image, and then we'll send one with an image, right? To see which one people actually clicked through, right? And then that's how we test different things. Yeah. Um, Also, workflows are sequences or automation. Anytime you see workflow, you see automation, they practically mean the same thing. Workflow, automation, sequence practically means the same thing. So workflow is in email marketing refers to um, a predefined series of automated action or steps to determine the sequence and timing of email communication. Like, as you can see here, for example, now, so start events right here. Then after that, see email relevance. After that, you see add lead tags, things like that. So different things, different email marketing platform determines the sophistication that you get. Like this ad lead tags now, it's not on every email marketing platform, right? So, but we'll go through basic automation so you understand how it is. We'll go through basic automation with Flowdex, so you understand like the basics of how it is and basics of what you expect with every email marketing platform that you use. But by the way, we will not be looking at every email marketing platform. So I'm just going to use one as an example for you, and then I'll leave you with going to actually go and research email marketing platforms, right, and then use them, right, and then understand how they work, because different email marketing platforms have their different features and have there are different ways that they are being used. All right. So I hope that's understood. Um, yeah. So let's move on. So segmentation, right? So segmentation involves dividing a subscriber base into distinct group based or shared characteristics, behavior, or preference. I think I've talked at length about segmentation. I've talked about length. I've talked like about segmentation for when we started this class, and I'll explain what segmentation is. So it enables you to target and personalize email campaigns by tailoring the content and messaging to specific segments, ensuring relevance and higher engagement. Relevance is very, very important, because like one thing that email marketing really helps you with, and this is a huge bonus for email marketing. And if you are an email marketer, is that this segmentation it has very, very huge power. For example, like you can know the people that are interested in certain things, right? And you can send specific message to them. That means you don't have to like be sending to everybody, right? And you can pick people that like shoes and send them particularly shoes, things that are relevant to them, and this is what they need. So it's very, very important. And then lead magnets. I've explained lead magnets before. I've explained it like in almost every class. I explain lead magnets. So again, lead magnets is a valuable incentive or a resource offered to potential subscribers or visitors in exchange for their contact and info. So lead magnets are basically those free stuffs that you see online. You say, download my free ebook, download my free masterclass, join my free community, join join my free webinar. All of those things are lead magnets. What they are doing is that they are looking for people who are interested in topics that they are talking about, right? And they give you the value, like they give you the value for free, but in exchange they are getting your emails and your name, and then later they can sell to you. That's what they call lead magnets, right? So that's what it is practically. That's how marketing works. That's how you gain subscribers. How do you gain? Somebody was asking, how do you gain subscribers? By throwing out lead magnets. So whatever your business is right now, whether you're selling yam, you can write an ebook, 5 types of yam during rainy season. I'm just getting it from the top of my head. 5 types of yam during rainy season. Free book that will teach you everything about yam, right? And then send it out. Tell people that it's for free. They should download it. But in exchange, collect their emails and collect their names. You're already having subscribers. Then you can start your email. So basically, that's how you start your email marketing. Create a lead magnet. That's the basic form. Create a lead magnet, create an opt-in page, send people to the opt-in page, tell them to give you their email and their names. Once they give you their emails and their names, give them the free lead magnets or the free resource that they signed up for, and then you already have their emails. Take their emails to your email marketing service provider, and then start sending them emails. That's it, basically. I hope you guys now understand how to build an email list. That's how it works, right? But we're still going to practical. So email sequence, it's almost the same thing as workflows, right? Send at regular intervals, have automated activities that are to be done per time, right? So it establish relationship and does it like so. Here's a summary of everything that I've learned about. Here's a summary of everything I've learned about. So subscriber, now you should understand what a subscriber is and who a subscriber is. You should understand that. Then you now know what an opt-in form is or an opt-in page. We created a live practical of this, how to create like a landing page, right? In our thought classes. Go back to those videos and watch them. You can use WordPress. You can even use the email marketing service providers like we're going to look at. Then you know what an opt-out is and what an unsubscribe is. There are different policies when it comes to email marketing. There are different policies when it comes to email marketing. And these are one of the things that you should also look at, right? Like because you cannot just, especially in developed countries, some of these things that we do in Nigeria, like buying email lists, they can charge you to court, right? Like in abroad, the way they guide, like for example, we wanted to do like code um cold calling for a company in Canada, and we found out that they can arrest you if you get like if you are not getting the numbers from like a trusted source, right? You can be arrested. As simple as that. So you must ensure that you are getting the emails from the right sources, and also you are not infringing on people's rights. That's very, very important. And that's the essence of the um unsubscribe. And then there's open rates. Then there's open rates. There is click-through rates. Now you understand what open rate is, you understand what click-through rate is, and then there's conversion rate. You understand what conversion rate is, you understand what we mean by split testing, that's A or B testing, workflows, right? Segmentation, lead magnets, email sequences, and things like that. In our next class, we'll go from the 3 priorities of an email copywriter. We'll go from there, right? But let's do some practical, and I'll take you to Flowdex. Right. So I'm going to for this class, I'm going to use Flowdex as the email marketing software that we are going to be learning with. Right. So this is a client Flowdex reach. If you cannot see this clearly, just increase your quality, um, increase your YouTube quality. Go to the gear icon on your screen, and then tell YouTube that you want to view at a higher picture quality. So once you do that, you should be able to see see it more clearly. But if you can't, just move the phone closer or the laptop, or use a laptop so you can see clearly, or move the phone closer to your. So the words that are there are not important. Just pay attention to what I'm doing. So if you go to if you go to Flowdex, so Flowdex is $47 per month. So I don't think it's something that everybody here can afford. But if you can afford it, it's really good if you are in the coaching niche, or if you just want to be selling regular newsletters. So if you are selling an ebook, you're selling courses and things like that. It's really good. It's a really friendly beginner platform. Also, it works for e-commerce also, but I won't really advise Flodex for e-commerce because there are other better platforms for e-commerce. So if you're doing e-commerce, but you can, it's multi-purpose. And then the benefits of Flodex, one of the benefits of Flodex is that you can have as much or as many audience as possible for just the same price. With most email marketing providers, they charge you based on maybe the number of emails sent or the number of email subscribers that you have. So, but with Flodex, I can have 50,000, you see the same $47 I will pay. I hope you guys understand that. So, right here, you see emails. So, for most email marketing service providers, these emails here is called campaigns. We'll see define what campaigns are later, but for some of them you see campaigns. So don't be surprised. Like, don't be surprised when you are checking other emails service providers, and then you're seeing campaigns there. It's still the same thing. So what campaign does is that you can send campaign is where you actually send email, right? So for example, these the emails, right? And then I can see my emails and I can see folder. So folder is for organization. You can put some set of emails. Let's say I'm sending some particular audience type, right? I can put some set of emails in a folder. So it's just for you to organize some of your emails, right? But this is my email. I can create new email here, right? So I can create new email. Once I click create new email, it goes and shows me like templates, email templates that I can use and so on and so forth, right? So it's loading. So these are email templates I can pick from Flowdex, and I can pick one template and just edit and start using those email templates. And if you go by the side, they are like they categorize those email templates into, like, maybe you want to send like a welcome email. You can choose the welcome option. See templates that are there and use it. So if you are in the make money niche, right? So you want to write like a promotional email, so you can say make money, and it's like or just email templates. So these are basic email templates. But for me, I like to just duplicate an existing templates because um this is another like best practice. When you are sending emails, you want to reduce the number of pictures that are in your emails. Very, very important, because it affects your deliverability. It affects your optimization, right? Because when you start including emails, you must understand that there are three kinds of people that will view that email. There are people that are using phone, there are people that are using laptop, there are people that are using tablets. So you must ensure that your email is optimized to all these three devices. And then when you start adding pictures, some pictures might be good for laptop, but they might not be good for phone. Some pictures might be good for phone, but they might not be good for laptop. So that it creates that complexities, and then you just have to keep doing a lot of things, shenanigans. So it's just better to keep it as simple as possible. For me, when I send emails, it's just plain text. As you can see here, it's just plain text. I just use plain text. Or sometimes if I want to add image, I just add one image and make sure that it's properly optimized for both phone. It's properly optimized for it's properly optimized for phone, optimized for it's optimized for phone, it's optimized for tablet, and optimized for laptop, and just keep it simple. So for me, so I can just duplicate one of these, right? Can duplicate one of these. To duplicate, I just click the three dots here, right? Click the three dots here and I press duplicate. So once I duplicate it, to create a duplicate for me, and then I can go ahead and click edit. So I'm not going to press duplicate because I already have duplicates here. So I'm just going to press edit, right? So once I edit, then I can go into like editing the emails fully. All right, so it's loading. So this is how Flowdesk Canvas looks like. So you can see that it's very, very simple. All right, everything is simple here. So you can choose templates. You can go back to choosing a template. You can design this email. Then you choose your audience and then you send. So from here, you can bring whatever you want to do. And this is what we talked about when it comes to personalization, that you can personalize your text. You can say that, yeah, I can say I, then I put ads, then you see this drop down. This drop down makes me select if I want to say their first name or their last name or their email address. You can choose first name. So the first name of the person that registered, like, because when I'm doing my lead magnets, all the variables I always use is your first name and your email list, right? So I have their first name, and they say if first name is unavailable, what should we display? That means there are some people that they will not put first name there, right? Or they might just put a first name that is not right there, that the system does not recognize. So you can just put like body, right? So this email belongs to a Canadian audience, so you can just use what you think your audience will vibe with, right? So when they receive this email, send as I their first name. If their first name is Gabriel, I Gabriel, that's what they're going to see. But if they did not put their first name when they register, they just say I body, right? So I've written my email. So we'll still go deep into email copywriting, right? Like how to actually write emails that people actually read, because that's the most important when it comes to email marketing. Like you can have like 5,000 audience, 5,000 subscribers, but if you don't know how to make them actually buy, things to say that actually makes them buy, writing in their tone, writing in their style, how to actually write emails that make them. I know we have looked at copywriting before, but we'll still look at copywriting, we'll still revisit copywriting again, right? So one of the benefits of emails is that you can also hyperlink. For example, this is a link to somewhere, right? I just hyperlink this, and how to hyperlink is just you just highlight the word, right? And then for Flowdesk you see options will pop up here. But for most email marketing for most email marketing um, service providers that you'll be using, I think I need to coin out like an acronym for email marketing service provider. EMS. EMS. When I say EMS, it's email marketing service provider. So for most EMS, you might see it somewhere else. So your goal, just look for it somewhere else, right? One of the like, if you are you need to be tech savvy. You need to start learning tech, right? It's small, knowing how to figure out and navigate all of these things, right? So I can just add my link. Let's say my website, I don't know, tire.com, and then so I can now highlight it, change the color to blue. So once this email sent and somebody receives it, this is how it will show like it's an hyperlink. So once they click it, they will go to the tire.com immediately, right? So then ending with whatever you want to end it. I can add elements. So on Flowdesk, you can add elements. Let's say, yeah, you can say plus add images. If you want to add image, if you want to add an image, you can add an image. Let's say you want to add an image, you can add an image. Click here, you can upload image from here. And let's say you want to, I don't know, add something else, address, footer, right? So all email, I'm still going to teach you guys about some of these disclaimers that are here, but you can see that like automatically this is always in every email list. And if you cannot see this is just simply unsubscribe. I don't know if you guys can see this. Unsubscribe or manage preference. You can see it. This is unsubscribe or manage preference. Automatically is there, right? Every email requires that is there, and then your address. Yeah, so basically, um, that's it, right? You can add things. You can change the fonts. Let's say you want to change the fonts to whatever you want. You can change the font, and once you are ready, just click next, and then from next, you can choose your audience, or like you'll say you should verify your name. Let's say you can verify your name. Once you are done verifying your name and the email that you want to send it to it, um, you can press continue. Then the headline, whatever, right? So the subject line, we'll still go into writing the subject lines later. Then continue, and so you can choose the subscribers list that you want to send emails to, and then so to add subscriber, just press add, then choose the segment, right? So you can choose the segments, maybe like see for this email list, like I already have segments here. So let's say you want to send it to car selling or something like that. You can choose car selling and click save, right? And then once you are done, you press continue and then you send your email. As simple as that. I think so. You can send your email now or schedule your email. So that's simple. Um, so going back, so let's go back to the home page, right? So now after this email, which might be campaign, the next one is forms. So forms, most times it's always forms on other EMS. So it's always forms. So forms is where you create your opt-in, right? So basically, and in our last class, I taught you guys how to create the opt-in on WordPress. That's one way to create an opt-in. But most email service providers, they have their own opt-in system, right? So this is an opt-in system right there. All right. So you can create forms from here, and again, just like my forms, my folders, you can create forms from here. So let's say new forms, and to take us to like different forms, right? So these are different forms. So link in bios, like let's say you want to put the link on your bio on Instagram or something, right? You can select link in bio. Then there are pop-up forms. Pop-up forms are different. Pop-up forms pops up. Like for example, if you go to a website, like let's say you go to a website now, and then maybe you just stay 5 seconds on the website, then you see one form just pop out from the website. That's called a pop-up form. Okay, that's called a pop-up form. Pop-up forms, they pop up. Simple English. So you guys must understand this, because when you want to create campaigns and things like that, maybe you are building your client's website and everything, you can say, okay, let's add a pop-up form on this page. Once a customer lands on this page, and they stay in the page for like 30 seconds, let a pop-up form come out, and then maybe offering a free lead magnet, telling them to join our newsletter or something like that. These are pop-up forms. Then inline form are on the page. Like inline form are like embedded. They are embedded form on the page, right? So there are forms that you can embed on the page. For example, the form that we did here. Let me show you one of my websites. So this is one of my websites. So this form that is here is an inline form, like it's embedded. Like I embedded this form from um, WordPress. So this is called an inline form, right? So I hope you understand that. Then full page form. So full page is just like a whole website page, right? It's a full page, right? And you see difference. You see that it's a full page, right? And then there are videos, there are spinners, countdowns, but you don't actually need all this for an opt-in page, right? So because one thing about videos is that you want your opt-in page to load fast, and if it's free, you don't need videos, so you just need to you need to load fast. Video slows video slows like it loading because you have to load videos and everything, but you don't need. So what you work with most times is always inline forms and pop-up forms. So if you know a bit of coding, or you know how to go, you know your way around WordPress, or maybe any website, you can use pop-up forms, but you can just stick with inline forms, right? So, but for the sake of this tutorial, I'm just going to go back and then use the form that is already there, right? So this is a full page form, right? This is a full page form right here, right? So I'm just going to edit it. Right, so this is a full page form. As you can see that it appeared in everything in full page, right? So yeah, you can edit the title, like, and say I don't know, whatever title you want to give it, and then this is like the subtitle. You can edit it, and then for the fields, so we call these things fields. So where they put their first name, where they put their email, you can change it. Like, you can see here that you can change it, you can move it up. Let's say you want to collect their emails first. I like first name first, because most people want to put their first name first before email, right? And then let's say you want to add more fields. Let's say you want to. I've explained pop-up forms versus inline. Can somebody explain to Gladys? She's asking. So let's say you want to add more fields. Let's say you want to add phone numbers or something like that. You can click custom field and say phone number, and then map. I don't know. Thing is not available. So this is one of the limitations of Fludex. It doesn't really do numbers as much, right? Um, these are one of the limitations, right? But you get the drift. If you are using other other marketing EMS, they should have all of this there. We used to have, I used to have phone number if I'm doing an inline form. I don't know why it's not a full page form. I don't use full page form because I use WordPress most times to design my websites. But you get the drift. You can add other options as many as you want, right? And then call to actions also. You can edit your call to action button. You can maybe change the color. Maybe you want it to be red. Um, you can change the color. You can change the distance, whatever you want. And then once you are done, you click share, and you can copy the link. And so you can copy the link, shorten the link, bitly it or something, and then you can share it to your subscribers, right? So that's done. Then workflows. So workflows are where you set automated sequence. Like I said, where you set automated sequence, right? So workflow is this. So so this is an example of the workflow. For example, let's say somebody this is this is this is a free masterclass sequence that is right here. Let's say somebody signs up to our free master sequence. We created a form. Let's say we've created a form, telling people to join our free masterclass and everything. And then somebody joins our free masterclass. In workflow, we can come to workflow and create a new workflow, right? But I'll not be going through this because I have limited time, right? But here's a workflow I've already created. So let's say somebody joins our free masterclass. We can create a workflow and that says once somebody joins our free masterclass, yeah, they will just start receiving emails, right? They will just start receiving emails. These emails are triggered. We just set it and forget. Like, we set it, leave it there and forget. Maybe we'll come once in a while to update it. Right? So let's say somebody signs up for our free masterclass. The person jumps into this segment. So you can see that here it says trigger. So once the person joins the segment, immediately the person receives this email, right? Then 4 hours later, right, the person receives. So this is a time delay. So these are conditions. We call these conditions, right? So like once they get the first email, then we'll set another condition. Like so, the condition is like after 4 hours, they receive another email. But we can set this condition to be different things, right? So we can say okay, instead of like time delay, you can say maybe they perform a particular action. Maybe the action is that they click on a link or something, right? Maybe or we want to take a particular action, right? Uh, there are different ways to do this, right? You can say you can actually go to conditions, say they take a particular. So they say we can branch them, right? Let's say they click no, or they open the email or something. Like let's say they open the email, right? So they open the workflow, right? So if they open the workflow, they will come to this place and we'll send them a different email. And if they did not open the workflow, we'll send them another different email. So these things you just need to learn the email market service provider, because different email marketing providers, they have different ways of doing this, right? So you need to spend time. It's all about practice most times, and then it's all about mapping. Most times before I do this thing, I practically draw it out on a sheet of paper, or like on a board or on a whiteboard, and I draw the journey. Okay, this is what I want them to do. Maybe in my first email, I want them to click a link. So if they click that link, yeah, anybody that clicks that link, I want an email to be triggered immediately to for that person. Then anybody that does not click that link, I want an email to be triggered that sends them that link again, right? And then like I can send them like 3 emails until they click that link. Then once they click that link, they will go back to you. So you have to like map it out, right? And this is not specifically email marketing. So I'm just going to take you through the basics. But yeah, basically that's how it works, right? So you can set everything. Let me do this. Oh, okay. I hope I've not scattered what I've done there before. Uh, I think I've even deleted the automation that I set there before. Sorry, my network is loading. We have a few hours to spend there. I think I've deleted the automation that I set there before. I have to go and do it again. But yeah, I hope you guys understand the drift now. All right, so what else? So that's how automation practically works. Most times you have to map it out. Like there are some advanced automations, especially if you are working in e-commerce, because like there are some really advanced automations that you can do. And the things that they work, and it can help you to sell like crazy. Right. So that's it. So if you don't understand, you watch this video and actually go and practice more. Right? And then there's checkout. So checkouts, but basically, if you have a payment, checkout is like your payment gateway. Yeah. So if you have your payment gateway, you don't actually need checkout. You don't need checkout if you have your own payment gateway. But Flowdex has their own checkout, right? So these are what Flowdex actually good for. They are good for digital products, education, service, freebie. They are not really good for it. It's not really good for e-commerce. So if you are doing e-commerce, you want to check um you want to check EMS that are good for e-commerce. And then these are audience. I think we've been in audience before. So audience is practically you can check all your audience. So these are all your subscribers. Then you can check your customers. You can check segments. So we have different segments here. And then to create a segment, you just click plus, name the segment, add the color, and create the segment. As simple as that. Then analytics. So analytics, this is another interesting part, because you can view your analytics and the glance, right? So you can see, okay, 61 subscribers, new subscribers in the last 30 days, one. So you can go to your emails and check analysis for your emails, like people that are viewing your emails. So lifetime email metrics, email sent one, email total volume, deliverability 100%, and things like that. Let me show you one place in analytics that is very, very important. All right. Let me show you one place in analytics that is very, very important. Let's say this email, I sent one email. Like you can see these three lines, like looking like bar charts here. If I click these three lines, I can see how many people, the open rates, I can see the deliverability rates and everything of the email. So I can see sent, okay, I can see the delivery, this is the deliverability rate, this is the open rate, and then this is the, so you can see open rate is 25%, you can see click through rate is 3.6%. And so now you can know the metrics of your email. So that's quite fun. Email marketing is fun, is it not? All right. So I'm just going to be answering questions now. Guys, please go and practice. Watch more videos. You can pick a business right now and then start working on it, and then watch more videos, like um, keying questions on YouTube, like which email marketing platform is free, like free email marketing platform, or best email marketing platform for e-commerce, or best email marketing platform for your type of business, or best email marketing platform for doctors or something like that. And then they will show you some email marketing platforms, and why all these platforms, these technicalities are, they are not too important. Like what's more important is actually understanding the basics, because all of Flowdex, they have a YouTube channel. Like you can go on Flowdex. Flowdex has a YouTube channel. You can actually go on their YouTube channel and learn everything that you need to learn about Flowdex. Like you don't just rely on what I've taught you in class. Go on YouTube, go and search Flowdex. You have a YouTube channel. You can watch more videos of Flowdex, or any email marketing platform. Any email marketing platform that you want to learn about online, they have their own channel, right? Where you can actually go. They teach everything basics of their email marketing um, email marketing service. So that's very important to to note. Guys, thank you for joining this class. Um, I hope you guys got value. Let me know if you got value. Let me know if you got value in the comment section. Just say value, value, value. Drop your best emoji. Let me see the love in the air. I've not used Brevo before, so I can't say. Just go to Brevo's YouTube channel and check how to check your analytics. Flowdex is not free. Oh, I think it's free for 30 days or something like that. It's $47. Just last time I checked. Let me see value in the chat box. Drop value. Okay, okay, okay. Any other questions? Any questions? Any questions? I'm just waiting for questions. How can we send in bulk and still maintain personalization? That's what I'm saying. With the names, you can personalize names, like I showed you. Also, the way you write it. Like there's a way you can write to feel like when somebody's reading your email, they feel like it's personalized. And also with this segmentation thing, right? So you are sending emails with relevance, with like you're not just sending emails like for example, somebody that likes shoes now, you're not sending him emails related to Indomie. You're sending Indomie, right? For somebody like, so once you have the right segmentation, you know that okay, this person is emails that is shoes that they like and things like that. So we'll go more into it later. Oh, sorry. So if you are lost, just go back to the video. There's no 2K platform. Ah, God. Hmm. So meanwhile, you can see 2K platform, just that your email will not deliver, and you'll be wondering that why is it not delivering? Okay. All right, guys. Thank you for joining the next class. We'll see tomorrow and on Thursday, right? To continue on email marketing. And please go back to these videos and watch. Good night, everyone. You can practice, so you can really practice. They are free ones. Oh, I know Omnisend is free. Emailchimp to some extent is free, so you can practice those free platforms. Guys, good night. See you tomorrow. Bye, everyone.
Dear DSA students, we are so excited to be on this journey with you, and we want to say a big well done for your commitment and enthusiasm so far. Whether you have just joined or you have been learning with us over the past few weeks, we see your progress and we are rooting for you all the way. Now, we know there's been a bit of silence around the learning management system, and we sincerely apologize for that. But here's the good news. We have an update as regards the learning management system, and it is one you'll love. Some of you may have been onboarded on the previous LMS, but want to ask that you kindly disregard any previous link, platform, or communication concerning that old system. We are officially switching to a new platform that you may be familiar with, Canvas by Instructure. For those new to Canvas, don't worry. A video tutorial will be uploaded to guide you step by step on how to use the platform effectively on our YouTube channel. You will also receive an onboarding email directly from Canvas by Instructure to help you get started. Please follow the instructions in the email and input your details to begin your learning journey on the platform. We are committed to making sure your learning experience is smooth, interactive, and impactful. So please, pay close attention to the announcements coming right after this video for more details. We are so glad to have you with us. Keep going. We've got this.